it's so good to see you. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Dolores, and I'm better known as the Baking Diva. Well, today I have something that I discovered on TikTok. And the creator of this recipe channel name is the Barefoot Neighbor. So today I'm making for you a chicken cobbler. Have you ever heard of that? I've made plenty of fruit cobblers, but I haven't never made a chicken cobbler. So I'm making it today for the first time for moi and you, because it sounds really good and super easy. So the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And you're going to need a 9 by 13 baking pan. I'll put the recipe in that more or the description box for you. We always called it the description box, and then a while back YouTube put a more there. So some people say they're going to put it in the more box, some people say the description box, but you'll find it. So first thing I'm going to do is I melted 1 stick of butter. I have it in here, and I'm going to pour this butter evenly all over the bottom of the pan. There we go. That was easy enough. Now, I purchased a rotisserie chicken. I love using rotisserie chickens. They're so easy. And what I did is I took all the meat off the rotisserie chicken. So I'm going to just spread the meat from the chicken all over the bottom of the pan on top of the butter. I think actually the recipe calls for like 2 or 3 chicken breasts. So I'm using the rotisserie chicken. If you would rather cook your own chicken and put that in, you can do that also. Now, you need frozen vegetables, a 12-ounce bag of frozen vegetables. Now, it calls for peas and carrots, but I don't like peas. My son doesn't like peas, so I'm not using peas and carrots. But you can use a 12-ounce bag of frozen vegetables of your choice. So I happen to have found one in the store that was called the California blend, and it's broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. So I'm going to try it with that. Now, this happened to have come in a 16-ounce bag, and we only need 12 ounces for the recipe, so I'm not going to put the entire bag in. And I'm going to spread it right over the top. I've just never liked peas. I'm not a pea person. That's good. And I've tried to eat them. I just can't. Although it seems like there's a lot more carrots in here than there is broccoli and cauliflower. I don't know. Let me just take my spoon and move this around a little bit. So that should do it. Okay. Yeah, I have a story from when I was a kid. It's not like kids nowadays. My parents were very strict. I came from an Italian household, and you ate what was put on the dinner table. You didn't eat it, you didn't eat. And we had to sit there, my brother and I, and eat. Otherwise, we didn't leave the table. So I don't quite believe in that, because like I didn't like peas then and I don't like them now. But they were like, eat everything on your plate or you're not going out to play or whatever. So I remember the time when my mother wasn't looking. I snuck the peas into my pants pocket. I know, bad diva. And then I said, I'm done and all, and then I went up to the bathroom and I emptied them out of my pocket into the toilet and flushed it. What can I tell you? I didn't like peas then, and I don't like them now. So anyway, that's my story. I'm not using peas, and I'm sticking to it. After you put your vegetables down, this is optional. You can sprinkle it with a little bit of onion powder. I'm just going to put a little bit in here. Okay. And a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, and a little bit of pepper on there. This is such an easy meal to make. So good. All right, now I'm going to put this aside. You're going to need a box of Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix. So this is a 11.36 ounce box. You'll use the entire box. So I put it in here in this bowl, and the biscuit mix comes with this little packet. So we're going to put the packet of the seasoning in there, and then I'm going to take a whisk. Okay. And I'm just going to mix this till it's combined. Ah, here's my oven. I preheated it. Just get it combined. You want to get the little seasoning packet mixed through. Now I am going to add 2 cups of whole milk to this. I am not using low-fat milk. I'm using whole milk. So I'm going to just get that all combined. You can use a spoon or a whisk. Now, the next step, let me just get this all mixed up. The next step is very, very important if you want this recipe to come out. We are going to pour this over the top of our chicken and our vegetables. However, you should not mix it. Do not mix this. You will ruin the recipe. Do not stir it. Do not mix it. So let me get this all combined. Okay, so I'm going to bring my pan back over here, and I'm going to pour this over everything, just like this. Just want to evenly cover everything in your dish. Okay. Now remember, don't stir it, don't mix it, just leave it alone. All right, let me put this over here. All right, next I'm going to take 2 cups of chicken stock or chicken broth. I'm using chicken stock. And I have a can. This is a 10.5 ounce can of cream of chicken soup. I'm going to add it to my chicken broth. This is sort of like one of those dump and dough recipes. A few extra steps, but well worth it. I think I should have used a bigger cup. Anyway, we want to mix this together, the broth and the cream of chicken soup. There we go. You can stir it or you can whisk it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this all over the top of that. Do not stir it. Do not mix it. That's the most important part of this recipe. Okay. Then once I have that done, that's it. We're going to put it in the oven, uncovered, for anywhere from 45 to 55 minutes. You'll be able to see when you look at it. It should be nice and brown on top, and depending on your oven, it could take anywhere from the 45 to the 55 minutes. I just took the cobbler out of the oven. I don't know if you can still hear it sizzling. I left it in for 55 minutes. So now I'm gonna let it set for 15 minutes before we dive in. So stay tuned for the taste testing. Okay, so I've let this sit here about 10 minutes. You can let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes when you take it out of the oven. Now, I followed the exact directions as I showed you. I've noticed a few other people reverse the layers and put the Red Lobster mix on the top. So I guess it's a matter of preference. So let's see if this is cooled down. You're supposed to eat it hot, but I don't want it to be too soupy. So let's give this a try. I'll just go to the corner here. Yeah, it is very hot, so it might be a little soupy, but I'll use the spoon to get it out. You know, this reminds me a lot of a pot pie, you know, like a chicken pot pie, but we'll see what it tastes like. So let me get my scoop and get some out of here. It's very, very hot. Ah! Alrighty. I like the edges, nice brown edges, and all that chicken in there. Woo! Alrighty. So let me give this a try and I'll let you know what I think. I can feel the carrots are nice and soft. It's got a nice gravy in there. It's very hot. I think it's very good. I put some garlic powder in. Next time I might put a little bit more in. Just a little bit more seasoning. But it's thick, it's not soupy. And it just reminds me a lot of a chicken pot pie, but it's a chicken cobbler. And look how easy it was to make. So I hope you'll give it a try. I'm gonna take another taste. I think it's good. Very good. So give it a try, and thank you all for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I couldn't do my channel without you. So for now, love you all. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna go eat my chicken cobbler. Toodles!